Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one and all to another episode of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Famo Goodlove, and as per usual, Snapple Fact. So today's Snapple Fact is colors like red, yellow, and orange make you hungry. You learn something new every day. Alright. So, yeah, I'm just gonna jump straight to it. What everyone's talking about currently is the Diddy trial. So, week 2 just finished up, and a famous musician had testified. And as you can probably already tell, that famous musician was Kid Cudi. But he wasn't the only one to testify, though. So, yeah. So, this article on the Daily News says that after the first week of Diddy's federal trial was full of graphic and shocking testimony from Cassie Ventura, aka Cassandra, aka Cassie Ventura. The second week saw prosecutors call several witnesses who backed up her accounts. Combs, who is 55, pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Okay, so this week it looks like, during week 2, Don Richards was testifying, and it said that Don saw that Diddy was punching Cassie often, choking her, slapping her in the mouth, kicking her, punching her stomach. Jeez, Diddy is violent. So this was on Monday. Okay. It could be because Cassie was speaking up for herself. It could be random. It could be if she had an opinion for herself. In one incident, Richard saw that Combs was attacking Ventura while holding a hot skillet, which Ventura had been using to cook him eggs. This man is evil. Afterward, Combs met with Richard and told Ventura was okay and that it would be in our best interest if we didn't say anything. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Diddy's one of those. Okay. She added that Combs also told her that where he comes from, people go missing if they say things like that. Like if people talk. Snitches got stitches. As the famous saying goes. At the end of the day, no one deserves to be hit with a hot skillet. Jesus Christ. No one deserves that. Man or woman, no one deserves that. Man, woman, or child, no one deserves that. That is fucked up. And people were like talking about this court case, and people were were talking about it like everywhere basically, and some people were saying that, oh, but Cassie went back. She was threatened. Cassie was threatened. That's first of all. Second of all, are you not for people who are saying free Diddy? Are you not for? Are you forgetting that that after? Are you forgetting what happened after the um the the hotel beat down that Diddy was giving Cassie, and after that was released, are you forgetting that Diddy released put out that pathetic apology on his Instagram, talking about man, I was fucked up. Like like are are you are y'all forgetting that? Y'all dead ass forgot that. It's insane. Y'all forgot that. Diddy is going to jail because he did it. Simple. Now, um, a psychologist testified on coercive tactics of abusers. So it says that it says here that a psychologist named Don Hughes testified on Wednesday that Diddy's a music mogul. He had a status as a music mogul that amplified the power and control differential between the abuser and the victim. It's very difficult for a victim to disclose in the best of circumstances. If you're going against someone who has wealth and access and privilege, you begin to think, who's going to protect me? Who's going to believe me? So with that in mind, with in the case of Cassie being abused, she was thinking, who's going to protect me? Who's going to believe me? And so in her mind, she probably believed that she had no choice but to go back to Diddy, which is why she went back. Probably. But honestly, that's just me speculating, and I can never know the mind of a person who's a victim of domestic violence. I really can't. And it's unfair that she's being judged by people who are basically on the outside looking in. It's unfortunate and sad, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, I guess. Um, Now Kid Cudi testified, recalling a break-in, car arson, and yeah, all that joint. Kid Cudi, who's 41, said that shortly after Combs find out that Kid Cudi was dating Ventura, someone broke into his Los Angeles home, and a few weeks later set his car on fire outside of his own residence. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. A few days after the vehicle arson, Combs, Ventura, and Kid Cudi met in an LA motel. Uh, and according to Cudi, he Kid Cudi asked, "What are we going to do about my car?" To which Combs replied, "I don't know what you're talking about." Ayo, Diddy is evil, and he belongs in jail. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Diddy deserves to go to jail. Point blank, period. Shit. Because this is evil behavior. Um, he said the relationship with Ventura ended shortly after that, which I don't blame him. And Ventura also testified that Combs specifically threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car after learning about their fling. The allegations were also included in the quickly settled November 2023 lawsuit. And last but not least, Cassie's mom also testified. She talked about the disillusion of Kid Cudi's relationship with her daughter during her testimony on Tuesday. She said that after Combs found out, Cassie fled to the family's home in Connecticut. Regina Ventura, Cassie's mom, said she insisted on photographing her daughter's physical injuries at the time, and the photos were shown to the jury. Jeez. Okay. Not only that, a male escort also testified. His name's Sheree Hayes. Oh, and he testified about the freak-offs. He talked about no, it's not just Sheree Hayes, it's also a former assistant, David James. Okay, cool. James said that he had to procure various items for Combs, including perks, ketchup, hair dye, drugs, and baby oil. Of course, baby oil was involved, which were used in the sexcapades. Hayes told the jury that he was hired by Combs to have sex with Ventura multiple times between 2012 and 2016, eventually earning thousands of dollars from the job. My understanding was that we were creating a sexy scene, that was enjoyable to Ventura's partner, said Hayes. He was also known by his stage name, The Punisher. Okay. James recalled asking Ventura why she didn't walk away from the destructive relationship. She was like, I can't get out. Mr. Combs oversees so much of my life. He controls my music career. He pays for my apartment. He gives me an allowance, essentially a salary, James testified. I just didn't think that she could easily leave. And she couldn't easily leave, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. But yeah, that was basically a recap of um week 2. But yeah, that was when Diddy was fucked up. Yeah, okay. Go to jail. Not only that, go to hell. Nah, but for real though, moving on from that, let's go talk about the NBA. So the the semifinals are over now, and well, the conference finals are just ended, and so the last games that were played in the semifinals in the conference finals were the Pacers, who beat the Knicks 125 to 108, and their record they beat the Knicks in that series four games. Well, they beat the Knicks 4-2. The the Thunder also beat the Timberwolves in their last game 124 to 94, and they beat the Timberwolves 4-1 in that series. So yeah. So the finals in the finals the Pacers are going against the Thunder. It should be fun. So yeah. Oh yeah. I should get up HuffPost news. Okay. Um but yeah, in any case, now it's time for some would you rathers. Okay, so let's see. Okay, would you rather excuse me. Would you rather save a princess every week or capture a serial killer every week? Capture a serial killer every week. That sounds more exciting. 71%. Okay, would you rather watch a romantic R-rated movie or watch an action movie? Action movie. I'll be honest. Would you rather sext or dirty talk over the phone? Actually. I mean, I would say sext, but I'll go with dirty talk over the phone. I mean, sexting is convenient, but things could always go wrong. You never know. I mean, God forbid you send a text, a sext to the wrong person. Now you have to explain yourself. Like no, I'm good. I'll dirty talk over the phone. Okay, last one. Would you rather have a sex change or never have sex? Never have sex. Never have sex. If I had to choose, me personally. But yeah. Um. Now it's time for some FMLs. And I think, yeah, it's time for some FMLs. So yeah, FMLs. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what we have so far. Today I decided to try something new and sign up for an online dating service. Since I can't meet a decent guy in person, the first guy I talked to told me he used to be in a mental hospital for obsessing over a girl, then told me he would be dreaming of me that night. Oh, that's tough. That's rough. That. Mm, mm, now he's obsessing over you. That's just unfortunate. Today, my husband got home on my birthday and told me he went overboard and bought a real expensive gift for his favorite girl. He then turned around and gave me the real expensive gift to the girl in question, his 3 year old niece. It's not even her birthday. I got fuck all. Yikes. Well, oh, he should have gotten you something. Jeez, that's unfortunate. I hope things get better for you, honestly. Today, after days of constipation, I gave myself an enema to clear out the obstruction. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. My girlfriend has decided that I'm secretly gay, and will not change her mind. She's already told her friends, who now want to take me shoe shopping. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. Okay. Now let's do some spicy ones. And then I'll get on my and then HuffPost. Today my boyfriend picked me up during sex and set me on his shoulders with his face buried in my pussy. I loved it until he took a step and put my face right in the path of the ceiling fan. Damn. Ah, I know that hurt. I just know that hurt. I'm sorry that you had to experience that. Ugh. Today, my wife has been super into sex lately. She even let me try some of the stuff she said no to before, and even surprised me with some of the kinky stuff she's always wanted to try. Sounds great, right? Nope. Turns out she was overcompensating from the guilt of also fucking my coworker. Oh no. Yeah, your life sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Things will get better. Today, my boyfriend and I tried bondage for the first time. Ooh, lovely. After I was tied up, I discovered he has a tickling fetish, which is when I learned why you should always have a safe word before bondage. That's yikes. Damn, that's tough. Well, that's it for the FMLs. Now it's time for the HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost. Okay. This shocking true crime story is the top film on Netflix right now. It's called... Is it called The Widow's Game? I don't know. This bizarre dark comedy is the top TV show. The top TV show on Netflix right now. And just like that, classic Trump farewell gift to Elon Musk gets the Seth Meyers treatment. U-star Madeline Brewer hits back at critics who called her ugly. Cynthia Erivo has God-tier response to conservative meltdown over Jesus Christ Superstar casting. Offset fires back after Cardi B goes Instagram official with Patriots Stephon Diggs. Ooh. Kristen Davis and Cynthia Nixon weigh on former Sex and the City Stars character. Vanessa Bryant channels Rihanna to address pregnancy rumors like a boss. 16 and pregnant star mourns tragic death of 16-year-old son. Kylie Jenner reveals exactly what kind of boob job she has. No one cares. George Clooney thinks his dye job makes him look like he's having a horrible midlife crisis. You and Diddy have something similar in common, sir. Jodie Turner Smith shares cryptic message amid Joshua Jackson custody drama. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's daughter Shiloh reintroduces herself under a new name. What went down at this music festival was a mess until it was magic. Jamie Foxx dunks on Diddy during impromptu roast. Old nasty motherfucker. And last but not least, Kristen Cavallari sounds off on estrangement from father. Not one day I miss him. Yikes. That's tough. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Not But For Real Though podcast. I have been your host, Famo Goodlove. And as usual, please always remember that life is pain, life is painful, and yet life's too short to be serious 24/7. So smile sometimes. And with that being said, please follow me on all socials. FAMO_Goodlove, GOODLOVE 23. That's my Twitter and my TikTok. The Instagram is GREEN_machine23 on Instagram. And yeah. With that being said, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye!